Steve Mathis, mechanic to the stars. This week on Transworld How To, presented by Bike Bandit, we're going to show you how to wash your bike. You may be thinking, Mathis, you're an idiot. I know how to wash a bike. Well, no you don't. As a former factory mechanic, there's a certain way that we wash bikes in the pits to try to minimize the water damage. And this week, with the help of Bike Bandit, we're going to show you how to do it too. Let's get clean. Alright, so we've got Brandon Lutz's RMZ 450 here, and thankfully he's gotten it pretty dirty for us. So before you start washing, what I recommend doing is taking the seat off. I'm not sure how many people do this, but if you take your seat off, it'll help save your foam down the line. Water can really damage your foam, make it soft, make it easy, and break it down. So you'll notice in the pits at your local national, there's no bikes being washed with the seats on, and it's for this reason. Plus, too, the foam accumulates the water and makes it heavy. So I always take my seat off. Your filter's exposed. Just get a rag and stuff it in there to prevent your filter from being wet. You can certainly remove your filter, buy an air filter cover if you'd like, but I just put a rag in there, especially if your filter doesn't need cleaning. Get an exhaust plug for your exhaust. If you get water down into your muffler, it'll cause your packing to deteriorate, it'll cause your packing to go away, and make it break down sooner, which means you got to work on it more. So get the butt plug, as everybody calls it, stick it in the end of the exhaust, the seat's off. A bike standing upright, you're not going to be able to get most of the dirt off. Most of the dirt is underneath the bike. So again, what you'll see the factory mechanics do is they will take the stand and lean the bike over like so. So the bike's leaned over, as I was saying, lots of dirt on the underside of the bike. So leaned over here, it's easy to get to the linkage, it's easy to get to the bottom of the frame, it's easy to get underneath the fenders, and you're ready to get the crucial parts of the bike clean. So let's get started. Alright, so the bike is wet, it's ready to be applied with soap. You can use any sort of household cleaner out there. There's plenty of companies that make bike wash as well. And just basically spray it, rims, plastic, and with you giving it a pre-soak, the soap will have more effect onto the bike. One thing I should also stress with a pressure washer situation, don't hold it against your linkage or inside your motor or at your counter shaft or anything else. Bikes are not waterproof. You can get water in there if you just keep holding it, spray there. So be careful on the water when you use pressure washers, because unlike factory mechanics, you're not tearing it down all the time. All right, we got some soap on there. Let's get the dirt off. Alright, the underside of the bike is clean. Now we're going to worry about the plastics and the top side. So take it off the stand. And put it back on the stand. And now you can get the other side that was underneath, as well as the plastic on this side. Alright, bike's ready to go. Got some more soap. Spray your handlebar area. All those parts that you missed before, you can use a simple kitchen brush if you have some stubborn spots that just won't go. Also, a few companies sell one of these mud scrapers. You can go underneath your fender like so if the mud is really bad. This bike, Lutz doesn't go very fast, so he doesn't attract a lot of mud. So not needed in this bike. Also as well, a wire brush helps. And what the wire brush does is on your chain, it just cleans some of the crud off. So what I like to do is just jam it in there, spin your wheel forward, and it'll get that junk off of your chain, and you're going to lube it afterwards. So MPPL on the SOS pad, and concentrate on the welds, like I said. Do your motor even. I always wonder how those mechanics get everything looking so good. they take each piece off and clean it like this. But for this demo, I'm going to leave it on the bike. Remember, after you get it all back together, make sure you pull your rag out of the airbox and always start your bike. Water has a funny way of accumulating in different spots. Just start it up real quick. Could be 30 seconds. Get the bike up to temperature. Start it off, turn it off, and make sure you're all good for that. All right. Get a towel. Dry off your machine. You can see how much better it looks there. Don't spray too much on the filter when you have the seat off. What I like to do, Maxima SC1 spray. It's a real bitchin' sort of polish for your bike. Makes it look brand new again. You can spray that on. Put some MPPL on your chain. Make sure it's good. Bolt your seat back on. Take your plug out and go riding. That's been this week's Transworld How-To presented by Bike Bandit. Stick around, come back next week, we'll have some more tips.